Hello, and welcome to Brain Injured and Bored, episode 16, week 42. Today is not Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. So technically week 42 in one day. This isn't Tuesday because yesterday on Tuesday, I was a sleepy girl and I just wanted to sleep all day. And that's what I did. I was very lazy. So I'm doing it today. Apologies. My hair is cut. It's been cut, but I haven't shown it off. I don't like it. I think it's way too short. I think it's really flat and dull. I mean, I also haven't been focused on hair or whatever, but I feel like I look like Lord Farquaad because it's all one length. There's no layers. There's no nothing, which is fine for right now. It's very practical, but I don't like it at all. So if I keep touching my hair, it's because I'm self-conscious about it. Hello, welcome. Nala's here. I'm gonna say hi. There she is. And we're having a morning. So okay, there's something big I need to talk about, but I'm gonna procrastinate. So let's talk about other things first. I've been feeling pretty okay. Really not, I don't think there's been any bad days or anything like that that's been happening. Only thing that has been happening is I've been eating a fuck ton of watermelon. My dad bought a watermelon yesterday and he bought a whole big ass watermelon and it's almost gone because I just keep eating watermelon. You know how they say we're 70% water? I'm 70% watermelon at this point. And I'm living. I'm so happy. Because I wait all winter long. I wait most of the year waiting for watermelon season. And then when watermelon season comes, I eat it constantly. So I'm very excited that it's watermelon season and I can eat my watermelon. That's exciting. Also, I'm almost to 100 books that I've read since I hit my head. Which is crazy because I never thought I would ever read 100 books in my lifetime, let alone in, less than a year. So that's pretty crazy. I am planning on doing a video that's my favorite books that I've read, not necessarily the ones that I thought were the best, but just my personal favorite, maybe the top 10 or so. I think that'd be funny. I was watching a booktuber and I was like, that sounds fun. But I have no a knowledge of books or whatever, so it's literally just gonna be, I like this, it was cute, whatever. And I might do ones that I absolutely hated, but I don't want to talk about things. I want to talk about things that I hate, but I'm also just gonna be this person was dumb and this book was long or whatever. So, okay, I guess I should just get to the news. So, Thursday of last week, I went to visual therapy. I woke up and I was like, today I gotta go to visual therapy and I gotta take a shower. So I woke up, I went to visual therapy and I did pretty well. I've been doing really well for the past few weeks in therapy. I haven't been feeling too bad. I've been able to do all the activities the way that I need to. It's been feeling pretty good. And I've been having some good days, a lot of good days. And I was like, okay, I'm just having good days or whatever. And my optometrist told me, the one who does my visual therapy, he said, okay, I want you to not come in for 2 weeks. Don't come into visual therapy for 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, we'll have another actual eye exam and we'll recheck you and see what the next step is. But he said that I'm doing really well. And he said that, I might not need any more therapy. I might be done. I might just need a little bit. We might need to take a break and then go, we don't really know the next step, but basically I am at a point in my recovery where we're looking at next steps. And so he kind of told me all this stuff and I was like, are you sure? What do you mean? And he's like, yeah, you're doing really well. You're almost where you need to be. And I was like, okay. And I was in shock because my mama was there and she's like, oh, that's so exciting. And she was freaking out and whatever. And then she's like, how do you feel? I'm like, I don't know. So we canceled the 2 weeks and then we rescheduled for the exam. And I was in shock for the whole weekend. I think I'm still kind of in shock. And I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. But so after I got in the car, and for some reason I just like cried. For some reason I just like started sobbing, but it wasn't like a happy cry, it was like a relief cry. And my mama was like, she was crying, it was a whole thing. And then we get home and I need to tell people and I'm literally just shocked. But fucking dad isn't on a gajillion calls in here, and David's in class and won't call me. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I just sat in my bathroom and cried and sent messages to some people. But it's really weird because when I hit my head, I was told, like when I first hit my head, it's like, oh, you're gonna be better in 2 weeks. You're gonna be better in 2 weeks. You're gonna be better in 2 weeks. That kept happening. After July 6th up until October like 12th or so, it kept saying 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And 2 weeks would pass, I'd get worse. 2 weeks would pass, I'd get even worse than that. Like, it never felt, and that was so emotionally hard for me because I would just barely hang on for 2 weeks and still feel like shit. And then I lost whatever. So then I finally saw the sports medicine physician, and she was like, no, it's gonna be a year at least. Like, at a year, your life will start over again. And I was like, okay, that sucked, but like emotionally it was good to hear, like have a realistic, timeline. So that's what I held on to. I was like, a year, just gotta get to July. And then my gallbladder started messing up, and I had to have it removed, and that, like, I got so set back, because I was in pain and because I wasn't feeling good, and I got set back about 2 to 3 months because of that. And I was really upset, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make this July deadline because I got set back for so long, and whatever. But I was like, that's fine. Like, my body is gonna heal at whatever rate it needs to, and that was that. So I figured that I really wouldn't see anything until maybe September or October of this year. And so then to hear that my eyes might be fixed in April, I was like, what? Like, are you positive? And it was just shock because I did not expect it whatsoever, not in the slightest. I still kind of don't. I still kind of don't expect it. I've been very nervous about these 2 weeks because I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't know if I'm gonna be in pain because I don't get the therapy. Like, I just don't know. I'm not really nervous about what he's gonna say in 2 weeks. I'm not like anxious about that. He's gonna say whatever he says, and that's it. But it's been kind of crazy. And I called David, and he said, oh, imagine being able to, because he wants to go to Brazil again this year. And he was like, imagine being able to go to Brazil. I said, imagine being able to like take care of myself. Like, it's not, like, I do want to do all these fun. I want to go to Brazil. I want to like travel and hang out with friends. Like, I want to do that stuff, but more importantly, I want to just be able to function like a normal person. I want to be able to like take care of me. I want to be able to like, oh, I ran out of toilet paper. Let me run to Target and grab some. Like, just doing that simple thing would be like such a, I don't know, that's a luxury. Ow, no, that's not the time to bite me. Go away. So yeah, it's a very weird feeling. And I haven't been super excited. I haven't been super ecstatic, which is weird. You'd think I'd be like over the moon. Yeah. Oh my God, this is at the end, which I do feel that way, but I mainly, whenever I heard that this could be the beginning of the end, I felt a little relief of like, oh, thank God this is gonna be over. But that feeling was like, it then triggered and allowed me to feel all of the shitty feelings that I've been trying to push aside this entire time, of just like how much this sucks and how hard it is, and how just I can't even put into words how bad it has been for me. And like, for some reason, hearing that it might be over soon is just like made me feel those feelings even more, because for the beginning of my injury, for the first 4 or 5 months, I was really down, really like upset and whatever, naturally. But then I kind of hit this wave of like, all right, I just gotta push through it. Like, if I sit here and I'm just being sad affects your brain and your body. Like, I just need to get up and push myself through it, try to do little things that make me happy, not focus on the big picture, and just take it day by day. And that's what I've been doing. And I've really just been so focused on the day by day that I stopped thinking about the big picture because it was making me too sad. And I stopped thinking about how much this sucked because I'm not gonna get out of it anytime soon. So I need to just focus on ways I can make myself happy and cheer myself up in the short term. And that's literally what I've been doing. I've been feeling pretty okay. I have moments of like, God, this sucks, but it's not as bad. And then whenever I heard the news, I was like, oh, this is really fucking, because I guess I didn't think this, but I guess my body felt it of being able to go back into normal life and just how good that would feel. And it's just, I'm not upset, but I'm just kind of bummed out that I'm not more excited. I'm still excited, but like, I'm bummed out that I'm not like, oh my God. And I'm just more sad about this whole situation. And like, I don't know if it'll be a week from tomorrow is my appointment. So I don't know if, I don't know how the evaluation is gonna go, but to be good enough to figure out a next step is a really big deal, because also 80 to 90% of my issues and my recovery is in my eyes. And so if that's getting better, if that's getting fixed, then like the rest of it's gonna be, easier. So it's just, I don't know how to think or feel about it. I'm definitely not sad that I'm not gonna be in this space. Like that's not it at all. But I guess I'm a little nervous for also the next step of recovery. What is that gonna look like? What is that gonna feel like? So that'll be different, because my recovery has looked the exact same for the most part since I hit my head. The only thing that's changed is I've been able to do a little bit more, but it's been the same. And that's gonna be a weird transition. I asked my physical therapist about it, and he said that the next phase is gonna be really hard and really challenging, but also really rewarding, because I will be like trying more things and doing more things, and that might make me feel crappy, but being able to like branch myself out and test my limits and test my body and whatever will be I need to do it, it'll be rewarding. But he said it's gonna be a lot of up and down of like, you do something and you try it and then I have a bad day because of a result, whatever. But I have to do that stuff. And yeah, my optometrist, this is a little wild. I don't believe this is true, but he said he expects me to be driving in 2 months. I don't believe that. I don't think that's true. I'm aiming for like the end of summer, like August, September. Don't think 2 months of driving is gonna be a thing. But in the meantime, I do have some things I have to do before my evaluation. I have to try to ride in a car without a blindfold, because I still wear a blind because it's all too much. And I haven't tried since November to do that, October or something like that. So I gotta try that. And I also have to sit outside for at least 10 minutes every day. I get to pick the time of day, but I'm trying to do it when there's more sun. Like, no, I'm trying to do it at like 6:30, not when it's like sunset, but when there's still some sun, but it's not as harsh. I've been doing that. I've been doing fine with that. And yeah, that's basically it. So this is exciting. This is like I haven't made this big of a step at all in this recovery. And so it's crazy that I'm here. And I think I might be at the beginning of the end, which is, I can't fathom that, because this has been my reality for so long. And I've had to stop thinking about what's gonna be what the world is after, because it was too much. And so now I kind of have to start thinking about it a little bit. We'll see, but good things are happening. I just don't know how I feel about them. But I've been pretty down since I heard the news, just because I realized how fucking shitty this is. And I can't put into words like how it, I wanted to make like a video about my mental health during this time and like my emotions and what I went through and all this stuff, but I don't know if I can do that because I don't know how to, like, I don't know the words to talk about how it felt and how it feels. Like, I don't think anyone can understand this situation, and I don't expect anyone to, because this is fucking wild to be trapped in your house and physically unable to do anything. It's not like, oh, you know, COVID, I was trapped in my house. So much worse than that. And it's so different than that. Because you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You don't have any autonomy. You can't, you know, get cabin fever and then just go on a walk, or you have cabin fever, so you like go on a picnic and you just sit there like, oh, this sucks, I'm not doing anything, I'm just watching Netflix all day. Like, it's not even that. It's worse than that. You can't watch Netflix. You can't go on a walk. You can't do anything except lay in bed in the dark room in excruciating pain 24/7 all day, every day. And I don't know how I'm supposed to like put that into words and talk about how that feels like emotionally. Like, that's torture, truly, because that's what my life was like from July, August, September, and October. And then the middle of October is when I was able to color for the first time. Color, like a color pencil on paper and coloring. It took 4 months for me to be able to color. And so I don't see, apparently there's a lot of shit I haven't processed. Which, like, how could I process? My brain's been broken. I've been busy. On that note, I did sign up for BetterHelp because I needed help processing what I've been through, and I needed help going through the next stage of recovery. But things are gonna look different in, you know, a few weeks, and I'm excited to see how different they're gonna be, but also nervous, and I really hope I'm at the beginning of the end of this, because it sucks. And I keep having to like find strength from random corners of my brain that I didn't know I had, that I didn't know existed. Which you'd be like, oh, that means you're strong. That means like you can do it, whatever. But to keep having to do that for months and months on end, I'm tired. I'm really tired of doing that. So anyway, this light, it's a lot. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna drink my tea. It's a happy Hanukkah mug with little cats on it. Isn't that cute? And I'm gonna listen to my books so I can get to 100 books and film that video. So I'm Lore Farquaad. Doesn't it look so bad? It looks so bad. It's so flat too. That's because I think I have a problem with my scalp and I'm like losing a lot of hair. But this looks so bad. David says he thinks it's cute. I don't want to look cute. I want to look hot. Whatever. Okay, I will see you next week on time. And hopefully something will happen that I can tell you about it, because I didn't really have, well, I guess I had a lot to talk about, but you know. Okay, it's gonna do its thing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.